Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from AlphaAnthem. I covered the Britt Cooper one, but this one's a different one.
This post is going viral, and I'm just going to be honest with you and just tell you my opinion, what I would do off the top. The New York Times found dating for women in New York City is so brutal that some dating events are charging women $100 and men free, and the attendance ratio is 3-to-1 women to men. I have worked at several bars, so establishments that stay open late, and the thing always was the men are the ones that have to pay to get in, and the women are the ones that you want to lure there, so you want the women to be there for free. And it's interesting that this is in reverse. Well, I'll tell you first off the bat, and it's just a truth, and I'm just being totally honest, how I would look at anyone in a city like New York City, where there's so much to do, there's so many places that you can travel to very easily. If you're paying to go somewhere to date, what that tells me is like you don't have enough hobbies, maybe. It tells me that this is more of a desperate situation. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody.
Yep.
At first, I thought this might be, clickbait, but I went to see the original post and it has a...
Yeah, we covered this earlier with the Britt Cooper. I didn't like her take on it. Let's see what AlphaAnthem does.
A reader's context. So X has this feature where readers can correct if a post is misleading or there's some facts left out. So it says, the New York Times podcast on dating did describe a wine tasting mixer with a $100 fee for women and $0 for men. However, it was a group of about 20 people with 15 women and 5 men. The picture in the post is not representative of the story, nor does it appear in this Times. So basically, this happened. These corporations have figured out the perfect hustle. Target desperate single women.
I mean, Coles from Austria or wherever, Australia, they know what they're doing. Singles mixers at 2 p.m. when nobody's around, so you can come and buy more groceries.
Who are tired of apps, tired of being alone, still holding out for the one, and turn their hope into pure profit.
Now look at the fallout. Women are so desperate, they're literally paying $100 to enter singles events, while men walk in free and still barely show up. The ratio's 3-to-1, or worse, because the few men who come know they're walking into a room of women competing for the same handful of worthy guys. So women pay premium for hope, buy wine to numb the disappointment, and leave with cheese and no ring.
I mean, if there's cheese.
I think I'm struggling with the fact that my life is feeling very stagnant at the moment. I feel like my life, nothing's changed that much or progressed in the last 4 years. And I think it's hard when you're the age that I am and you're seeing people around you getting married or getting engaged or either having children or having more children. A lot of my friends now are having their second child or pregnant with their second child or just got married and unsupported, but I'm still so happy for my friends and I can be basically you can still be happy for the people that they're having children and getting married and stuff, but you also can feel really sad as well, that's not happening for you. I mean, I don't want to get married. I think it's a scam. I think marriage is a scam. It's not for me. But I think, I don't know, I think it's the thought of someone wanting to marry you. That's what gets me more.
Yeah, it's all just what accolades and attention and validation. She just wants someone to want to marry her. She doesn't want to marry them.
It's the fact that someone would like you that much. I don't know, I'm fucking chatting shit now, but
unadulterated
this is
validation.
where a lot of modern women end up. They spent their 20s convinced they were above all that traditional stuff, too independent for it, too focused on themselves. But then they hit their 30s, look around, and the silence in their apartment gets louder. Suddenly, the things that
because all their friends' apartments have little noises of kids everywhere.
They mocked start looking like things they want, and the dating world knows it, especially the corporations running those singles events. They're straight up cashing in on women like her. Desperate, successful, lonely, ready to pay anything for a shot. So now, more women like her are competing for fewer men. The guys feel like kings with zero effort, and the women leave disappointed but lighter in the wallet. Organizers win big. Sell tickets, drinks, vibes, repeat. Women pay to be in a room full of other women hoping for a miracle that never shows. It's not matchmaking. It's monetizing the epiphany phase.
Something I didn't really anticipate in my life being single.
And that's what I think it is. It's just the monetizing of the epiphany phase. Corporations, even men. Men are understanding this very well and even creating their own singles events like that the Land of Giant ones, you know, like some things like that. Men are collecting this money now.
Is that the more successful you get, the more single it kind of hurts. You would think it would be the opposite. I don't know if I want to admit this on camera, but maybe somebody else is feeling like this and maybe they need to hear it. Okay. I am a very independent person. I pride myself on like I can do anything alone. You've seen me talk about it on here. But I'm at a point in my life right now where I am arguably the most successful I've ever been personally. I own my own home. I'm in my dream show in Las Vegas, about to start a top secret new project that is the first of its kind. Been doing commercials left and right. My social media is starting to kind of take off.
Shout outs to you, I guess.
I'm more financially secure than I've been in many years, all doing things that I built myself. But
congratulations.
At the end of the day, I come home to my house that I bought myself. And I have nobody to talk to about any of this. I have tons.
It makes you think, is the career the more important thing, or is it the person you're going to end up dying with the more important thing?
Tons of friends and lots of you in my DMs. But at the end of the day, I am still home by myself.
She wants a man. That's the quiet part she's dancing around because saying it out loud feels like admitting defeat. So she can't just say, I'm tired of being alone. I want a husband to share this life with. That would get her roasted for being weak or desperate.
Pick me.
Instead, she frames it as, I didn't anticipate this hurting more when I'm successful. It's code for, I built everything I was told would make me happy, and it's still empty without someone to share it.
And at the end of the day, I think the thing about being single that people in a relationship don't quite understand or forget is that you have a built-in person. Like, you have a built-in friend all the time. I get invited to all these events and I'm always like, who am I gonna bring? And then none of my friends can go because our schedules are not the same, and I'm always just like, well, am I gonna go if I have to go by myself? And I usually end up going alone because being alone is never gonna stop me.
Why don't you try to meet someone at the events you go to? I think if you're going to like nicer events, more high class events that are more in your level, go meet men there. Men there at your level or might be higher. It makes more sense to meet men there than to bring someone to those events.
But I'm just getting tired. And ironically, the more successful I get, the worse this feels, not the better it feels. You would think it would be the opposite. You would think, oh, when you're successful and everything else is going right in your life, then
No, that's what they told you, but that's how men's lives are.
that's gonna suck less. You want to share those things with people. I want to go out and do stuff. I'm just kind of tired. Being independent is great. But sharing your life with somebody, the little things with people, not just the big going out for margaritas with the girlfriends or family functions. Like, I want the little things all the time.
So the older generation was right? Time and spent with loved ones is more important than anything else? Really?
Anyway, if you feel like me, you're not alone. I guess that's the point of the video. You're a solid bad bee. Keep rocking. And don't settle. I don't want these things bad enough to settle. So I'm just waiting for somebody to meet me where I'm at, I guess.
Oh man, this is sad. She has seen the light for a split second and then immediately snapped back into the same empowerment bubble that made her single in the first place. And you know what? This is how most corporate independent women think. And before they know it, they hit the wall head first. They spend their entire 20s building this armor, the grind mindset, the boss energy, the I don't need anyone attitude. And it works great in conference rooms, but it completely backfires in relationships.
It does.
They get so used to competing, controlling, performing, and proving themselves that they forget how to actually connect. And then one day, they look up from the career, look around their empty apartment, and realize all that time they thought they were leveling up, they were quietly aging out of the dating pool they wanted, not the one they actually ended up in.
I mean, boss babes are just the men they want.
Time the loneliness hits, the habits are already baked in. The dating options have shifted, and the realization comes crashing in way too late.
Some women don't get asked out. Even when they're pretty and smart and have their whole life together.
How do we know if they're smart? Like, pretty, yes. How do we know they're smart? Like, we didn't talk to them yet. We just see pretty and it's like,
And a lot of people don't know this, but it has nothing to do with your value. Sometimes high value women, because that's what we are, get approached the least. And let me tell you why. First, you give off, I'm good energy. You walk like you handle your own life. Men see that and think, well, she don't need me.
Yeah, we see that as high maintenance and miserable.
You may not
to deal
be
with.
in spaces that make conversation easy. If your life is work, home, errands, and then work again, you won't cross paths with men who naturally start talking to you. But here's the truth. You can be beautiful, healed, kind, funny, and high value and still not.
Calling yourself high value usually means you're not high value. Just saying.
Get approached. It's not you. It's the perception of you. Men approach women who feel safe and easy to talk to. Not all men won't be scared of that.
Women keep defining high value using male metrics, career, independence, money, resilience, grind set energy, all the stuff that makes a man more attractive but does nothing for a woman's femininity or approachability. They take the qualities that make a man desirable and assume it works the same both ways.
I said it, Alpha. Boss babes are just the men they want.
So what they call high value, the strong independent vibe, the corporate armor, the I can do everything alone energy, is exactly what makes men look at them and think, yeah, I'm not signing up for that. And until these women stop confusing masculine success metrics with feminine desirability, they'll keep calling themselves high value while wondering why the men they want keep walking right past them.
This message is for the girls that live by themselves and are single. So if you're a dude or you're not those two things, get out. Okay, for the rest of us, no one talks about how hard it is when you go through something and you just need someone to talk to and that partner isn't there anymore and you live by yourself, so it's just quiet. And you could call your friends, but you feel...
Why does someone have to talk about this or tell you these things? It's quite ingrained into common sense that once you break up with someone, you're not going to have that person anymore to confide in.
Like a burden, because you don't want to just ring them up and tell them that you're going through something. And you don't want to just date or like have some random person validate you, because that's not worth it. So
I can somewhat understand it. I get it, because I get sometimes exes that, tell me like their horrible days and stuff, and I'm like, I don't care.
Get stuck. So you're stuck in this limbo. You got this.
This is that classic dynamic where independence feels empowering right up until life punches you in the chest, and suddenly having a steady man doesn't look so optional anymore. When everything is stable, the man is replaceable. When things get uncomfortable, the man becomes essential. Nobody wants to be the emergency contact for someone who treated them like a background extra when times were good. If you push away commitment because you think you can handle everything alone, you don't get to act shocked when handling everything by yourself feels heavy.
I mean, it just really goes to show who was truly desperate. Was it men or women? Women always pushed it onto men, said men were this, men were all that. Men just backed away. And we backed away, why? Because we wanted to correct things. Us walking away is us correcting things. It's not us giving up. No, if we walked away and we expect women to correct their behavior and come show up correct. That's what we want, women to show up correct. And then we will be gladly jumping back into the dating market. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.